Welcome back to my channel, Gaming Etc. I'm your host, Etc. Dude, and today we're continuing our playthrough of
Ariana and the Elder Codex.
In our last video, we ended up finishing up the Codex of Earth, learning the story inside, which was kind of a one part blind loyalty, one part just deceit, and then at the very end, togetherness, forming a group together to fight a giant evil together and coexistence. With that, we've of course brought back Earth magic to the world that we live in. Again, there's still some unanswered questions. There's that fairy of light that follows us around, which we don't really know much about them yet. And there's also the bigger looming question: who damaged these codexes? And again, why are these monsters, set here for us? Is it someone we know that did this? Is it someone we don't know? Who knows, right? But the only way to find that out is, of course, to continue with our playthrough, and that's exactly what we're going to do. So let's go ahead and get started.
All right, let's go.
All right, looks like no one's here. You can come out now. What's wrong? Why are you out of breath? Can't you tell by looking? It's way too hot here. That's all? Why are humans so weak? Demons really have screw looses for building a fortress at the base of a volcano. Our bodies are already different, but those here are the most elite among us. So we're fighting against elite, huh? What, you getting cold feet? As if we keep heading east, we'll reach their fortress, right? Yes, but we'll be hitting the fortress wall. The gate is on the opposite side. That's not a problem. Not stupid enough to attack from the front. Let's get going then. I've only learned about the war between humans and demons in history books. I read that the war ended after a peace treaty was signed, but it looks like I'll get a peek at another side within the Codex.
wonder what's next. Repair complete. I wonder what's next. Titan! Repair complete. Not bad.
Directive Letter 1. The top brass, intimidated by the weak humans, are attempting to end this war of over a decade by signing a single piece of paper. Then how are we to be rewarded for the blood we spilled in burying the remains of our brethren? I swear this, as the commander that protects this fortress, I will not let my soldiers' death be in vain. No matter how many times the top brass ordered a ceasefire, we will continue to fight. Even if our opponents become our own brethren, those who wish for peace are traitors. We will continue to stand together at this fortress until the last person is standing. We're finally here. It's a pretty impressive fortress when you see it up close. It's true. It's almost a shame it belongs to our enemy. So, what's your plan? You're not thinking of climbing the wall to get in, are you? That seems possible, if I were as strong as you. But I have a trick. What is this? It looks like a feather. Is it making an updraft? Yeah, this tool is made from a rare bird's feather. It seems to control the wind. Now let's ride this and instantly fly to the top. I see. We'll be able to jump the wall without being spotted. Exactly. Let's go. Is that a Garuda feather? The poacher did say it would be used for war, but this is what he meant?
This must be...
You worked hard again today, Ariana.
And you appeared again today, Mr. Fairy of Light.
Oh, you're not surprised anymore?
I think I can sense your presence now.
Really? I'm happy to hear that.
So, why are you here today?
Ariana, have you given thought as to who the culprit behind all this could be?
Well, a little, but why do you ask?
I thought if you had a hunch, you could tell me.
I do have a hunch.
Really? Who do you have in mind?
You.
I did expect that answer, but hearing it really stings.
Hear me out. I'm just guessing who the culprit could be based on the information I have. Whether I really suspect you or not is different.
Then I suppose I'll listen quietly.
I'm not saying you're guilty yet, but thinking about it simply, the people capable of making alterations are the library director, the magician Divina, and the suspicious person. You. That's all.
Ah, I see. So those are the people capable of entering the Hall of the Seven Heroes. But if that's the case, it's impossible for me to be the culprit.
Wait, why do you know about the hall?
I know everything. Well, perhaps not everything, but at the very least, I know as much as you do. The fact that the 7 hero codices have been altered. That people around the world are in trouble as a result. That they're unable to receive the blessings of magic power, and so are unable to use magic. That the repercussions don't stop there, and the stories within the codices have begun to warp because of the alterations. The stories have changed, which is in turn affecting the people and monsters inside them. And aside from that, someone, well, likely the culprit behind the alterations, sent monsters that don't normally appear in the stories into the codices.
Hold on. What do you mean, monsters that don't appear in the stories?
Exactly what I said. They're the enemies you're fighting.
I'm not fighting monsters from the stories? I thought the alterations just made them violent.
I'm sure some might be, but not all of the 7 hero codices depict conflict. For example, you repaired the Codex of Water first, right? Allow me to summarize its story. Initially, a younger sister is poisoned and dies. Her older sister pleads with a goddess to revive her. The goddess of healing appears and offers to do it in exchange for the sister's life. She readily accepts and sacrifices herself to revive the young sister. The goddess, touched by the sister's devotion, transforms into a great tree, and through it, the power of healing spreads through the world. Does that sound right?
Yeah, I think that was the story.
Then were the monsters you fought part of the story, and someone simply changed their temper?
Oh. To be honest, I don't know.
I see. As far as I know, codices from that era never featured such frightful monsters. They usually depicted monsters, demons, or humans that are more suited to that time period.
You know the Codex? No, that all 4 elemental codices were made 1500 years ago? And how do you know about the other codices of the era? Or even whether monsters appear in those stories?
Didn't I say I know everything? Though I can't claim to know every word of the 4 elementals, it's possible there are parts of the stories where such monsters do appear. Well, in any case, you still have to fight them, no matter where they come from. Maybe there's no need to think about it too deeply.
That's not true. It's so much better than fighting blindly. So, I'm sorry for always being suspicious of you. I'd appreciate it if you could tell me anything you know.
Of course, I don't mind. But I'll protect myself too. Saying too much might make you more suspicious of me.
You can just tell me whatever you're comfortable with. Honestly, you're more like the Fairy of Codices than of Light. You only appear in these books, and you know a lot about them.
Then you should call me the Fairy of Codices. My name just symbolizes me, after all.
Then tell me your real name.
I told you before. I'll share it someday. I promise. See you later, Ariana. I'm glad I was able to speak to you.
Ha! Ha! Ha!
Gah! It's way bigger than I thought. It's like a labyrinth in here. Where did we need to go again? Ha! You're really hopeless. According to my intel, the commander's plans are being carried out in the dungeon, so we have to get there first. From my experience, it won't be easy to get in. It won't. The entrance to the dungeon is always locked. Apparently the key is in the commander's room. Couldn't we run into him while we're getting the key? Well, we'll have to fight him either way. That wouldn't be a problem. I guess you're right. Let's head for his room then. It should be on the west side of the first floor.
Got it. wonder what's next. Titan! Water! Go! Not bad. Titan! There. Got it. Titan! Water! Repair complete.
Altar Investigation Report 1. Upon further investigation into the old altar in the heart of the volcano, we conjecture that it was built by ancient people in order to generate magic power. At present, it is unknown what the altar's specific functions are, but if we confirm that it is capable of generating a great amount of magic power, it may be possible to instantly turn around the course of the battle and break the enemy's formation. We urgently need further analysis.
Titan!
This is a particularly giant key. Hey, isn't this the key to the commander's room? You're right, this design is the symbol of the commander. Alright, now we should be able to get into the commander's room without any trouble. Yeah, I'm glad we looked for this.
Water! Titan! Go! wonder what's next. Pipes in! Yes! One! Two! Repair complete.
This is the entrance to the dungeon. It's locked, just like I thought. Then let's hurry and head to the commander's room.
Pipes in! Yeah, there! Water!
Alright, it opened. Time to go inside. You ready? Yeah. I'm prepared for anything.
Yeah, no! Yeah! No! Yeah! Yeah! There! Yeah! That's better. That's better. There. There. Yeah. Yeah. There. Yeah. 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 Not bad. That's better. There. wonder what's next. Go! One! Titan! Go! Got it. Water. Yeah. Go! Repair complete. Water. Titan. Go. Yeah. Yeah. Not bad. That's better. That's better. There. Yeah. Titan. This is rough. That's better. There. 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 That's better. That's better. Go! Titan! Go! Yeah! Yeah, have I gotten stronger? Not bad. Yeah, yeah. That's better. That's better. Titan! Yeah, there.
Never expected an ambush to be waiting for us inside. They were tough. That was the commander's adjutant. He must have been assigned to guard this room. Now we can look for a key to the dungeon. Right. Let's search the room. Hey, I found it. I'm pretty sure this is it. That's definitely the one. It matches the description our spies gave us. Alright, with this... what's that? Hey, take a look. Photo locket. A locket necklace with a heartwarming picture of a family inside. A loving couple and a young girl are painted. It isn't very old and looks to be well taken care of. However, looking closely, there are traces of fingerprints repeatedly rubbing against the area with the mother and daughter. The owner likely was unable to contain his overflowing emotions every time he looked at the picture. This is a locket. Let's see. The picture inside looks like the commander. I figured that the other two must be his family. Looks like it. But the war had barely started when his family was. I see. Losing his family is the source of all his anger. I can understand. But it doesn't justify what he's done. If we end this war now, we can prevent more casualties. Yeah, you're right. We have to stop him, no matter what. The commander kept waging war for the sake of revenge, but that only seemed to strengthen the resolve of those two. The magic imbued within the Codex of Fire has awakened a new ability. I can now dash in midair. Midair dash. Allows you to dash in midair. Unwavering will and exchange promises will push you forward, leaving a trail of flames in your wake. Mid-air dash. By dashing in mid-air, you can reach places even further away. This will allow you to dodge monster attacks and environmental damage in mid-air as well. Altar Investigation Report 2. We have finally determined how the altar generates magic power. The ancient people were using a much more brutal means to create magic power than we hypothesized. The method is to offer a sacrifice. By sheer coincidence, when the commander executed a deserter in front of the altar, it reacted, and we confirmed the generation of magic power. If we were to use this magic power, we could activate the volcano and drown the world in a sea of fire. After hearing this discovery, the commander stated we would need many more prisoners of war. However, just how much blood will be spilled to obtain this power?
That's better. There. Got it. That's better. Go! Yeah. Not bad. All right, let's go. Tighten in. Huh. Yeah, huh, yes. Huh, huh. Yes, huh. Huh, huh. Huh, huh. Huh, huh. Water. Huh. Huh. Yeah, huh. Go. Huh. Tighten. Huh. 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 There. Yeah. Huh. That's better. Got it.
Directive Letter 2. Those insolent traitors who have joined forces with the humans and surrounded us, they likely mean to cut off our supply route and slowly run us dry, but I have already anticipated this. If they attempt to dampen our fighting spirit with cowardly tactics, then we will simply burn everything down with even greater and violent anger. As commander, I hereby order all to attack the enemy's encirclement. There is no need to break through. Do not kill the enemy, but capture them alive and bring them to the fortress. We will carve our anger into them.
Not bad. That's better. That's better. There. Not bad. Just a short break. Got it. Yeah. Got it. Water. Yeah, there. Yeah. 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 There. Yeah.
It's hot. What is this place? It's worse than the surface. You're being too loud. What if someone hears us? Yeah, but this isn't the time to complain. Let's just go. We'll head to the center of the volcano from somewhere else. Ugh, really is hot. And there are fire pillars and so much lava. This is more like a maze than a prison. About this prisoner. Prisoner number 0245. Crime. Prison after being found disobeying the commander's orders and attempting to free the prisoners. Currently, all escaped prisoners have been recaptured. About this prisoner. Prisoner number 0317. Crime. Imprisoned on suspicion of colluding with a human spy and leaking strategic information. They swear to their innocence, but the evidence is in order, and as such, there's no expectation of release. About this prisoner. Prisoner number 0789. Crime. Though a demon soldier, they deserted their brethren on the battlefield, a weakling with a feeble will.
That's better. That's better. That's better. There. All right, let's go. Tight this. Repair complete. Got it.
There's a ring of keys. It's probably for the cells. We can free the prisoners with these. You're right, it's just whether or not that's the right choice. Looks like this door connects to the heart of the volcano. This is locked too. Looks like it. The door's tough, so I don't think we can kick it down. Right, we'll have to search for the key.
Got it. Go!
About this prisoner. Prisoner number 1048. Crime. The demon messenger who brought the ceasefire order. Confined on order of the commander. Ceasefire order. To all forces still fighting in all regions. For ages, we have shared mutual hatred with humans and waged bloody war against them. However, what remains for us at the end? Only the countless sacrifices of our brethren, our lands desecrated and devastated by war and endless hatred. Even if we continue to fight, all that will be left for us are ash-covered grudges and a barren land. What was the reason we fought? We ask you to remember it once more. Was it not for a better future? We have held discussions behind closed doors with the human leaders and searched for a way for our views to align. We have finally made a decision. We shall end this war. We wish for everyone to quell their hatred towards the enemy and use their power for the sake of the future. We hereby declare ceasefire. Hey, you there. You're human, aren't you? Yes, I am. You can tell? Of course I can. I've fought humans for a long time. I might even know more about your kind than my own. You don't seem like the average prisoner. Who are you? No, I'm just a normal prisoner. One who couldn't stop the commander from going out of control. So you were his subordinate. Did you stage a mutiny? Told him, I'm against the war? Or something? Hey now, don't get me wrong. I'm not against the war itself. The hatred buildup between humans and demons can't go away that easily. Now can it? But I couldn't support the methods my commander was employing. Huh? So that's why you got locked up? Heh, that's the gist. Now, can I guess why you're here? You two caught on to the commander's plan and came here to stop him, right? But the door that connects to the center is locked, so you can't go any further unless you have this key. What? The key? Hand it over. Well, aren't you impatient? Let's make a deal first. Bring me the key to this cell from the warden's room. I'll trade you for this key. It's an equal exchange, right? We've already got that key with us. Well. I'd expect nothing less from the two sent to stop the commander. Very well. Our deal's complete. With this, we can reach the heart of the volcano. Oh, but I wouldn't recommend it. What? Right now, the commander's a beast consumed by hatred. He's trying to burn everything down, even himself. If you value your life, it'd be in your best interest to run away now.
Not bad.
The final directive. This order is for all soldiers within the fortress. We are currently surrounded by our traitors' brethren and their human allies. We run out of more rations and weapons with each passing day, and we do not have much time left. Yet, I have no intention of ending this battle. Even if I fall into hell, I will drag as many of them as I can down with me. I have executed the prisoners at the volcano altar and offered magic power as a sacrifice. The plan is to have the volcano erupt after the altar is filled with enough magic power. Along with fierce earthquakes, the magma will burn down the surrounding area, sinking thousands of lives into a sea of fire. Such an event will create a new chain of hatred, a chain where demons hate humans and humans hate demons. That is our wish. However, the altar still lacks the necessary magic power. The enemy has grown vigilant against captures, which has made securing more prisoners difficult. Therefore, this is my order. Offer your own lives to the altar, transform your flesh and blood into the flames of hatred, and make our final desire come true. Those who follow this order will be eternally honored. Your souls will be seared into the enemy's memories, and continue to burn in the chain of hatred. We found you, Commander. It's time to put an end to this. So, you are the rats who have been sniffing around my fortress. Hey now, I don't want to hear we're rats from the one who fell into the rebel army. You think I've fallen? Ha 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 ha. Those who fail to avenge their brethren and join forces with the enemy are the true traitors. How could such fools, blinded by false peace, then mourn for those who have fallen? You lot are the same. You may have joined forces against a common enemy, yet deep in your hearts, you harbor no trust for one another. You are partners who never know when the other one will turn on you. Even if that were true, you're trying to destroy everything, with no regard for friend or foe. We can't allow that to happen. That's right. You can say some good stuff, Demon Lady. Hey, Commander. You think humans and demons can never understand each other, right? But I actually trust this lady quite a bit. What? Really? Well, I'm not the only one who feels that way. There are humans and demons who want the fighting to end. That's why we joined forces and came here to stop you. Yeah, we don't think peace will come right away, but we can't give up on trying to understand each other. Ridiculous. If you cling to such naive ideas, then you will lose everything. So I'll take it from you first. I'll take it and burn it all down. What are you trying to do? He stabbed his own heart. My plan required one last life. What? Now, consume my soul and my rage, and burn it all down. Behold the altar's power. Ha 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 ha. Unbelievable. He used himself as a sacrifice. I can't believe his hatred for mankind went that far, but those two haven't given up yet. Now, I'll repair this and see how it ends.
Got it. Not bad. I, the librarian Ariana Virelis, command you, repair this story to its original form. The war between demons and humans was ending, but peace remained a distant dream. A demon general, unable to cast aside his hatred for humans, did not wish for the war's end. His fortress was cloaked in towering flames, a symbol of his mania. A human and a demon joined forces to stop him. But his rage was terrible, burning hot enough to reduce everything to ashes. It wished to swallow everything, and at the heart of this fire was hatred that refused to die. But those flames were extinguished by the two who carried the fate of humans and demons. Not a single ember was left behind. And so the world was filled with the power of a new element. Face down fury and opposition, and create your own future. Thus goes the story of the magic of fire, and one of the 7 hero codices. I better update the library director. I have a report. I've completed the repairs for all of the 4 elemental codices.
Indeed. I can feel the magic power of the 4 elementals. Well done, Ariana.
Thank you.
However, your job is not finished yet.
I know. I'll continue working and repair the 3 phenomena codices next.
Of course, but do not make such haste.
Why not?
With the revival of the magic power from the 4 elementals, basic magic has returned to the world. The people who have received their blessings shall return to their daily lives soon, albeit slowly.
Is that the reason I don't need to rush?
No. Allow me to conclude. I only wish to tell you not to leap into the arms of death.
What do you mean?
Surely you haven't forgotten why I had you repair the 4 elemental codices first.
Of course I haven't. The 3 phenomena were made to amplify the magic of the 4 elementals. Therefore, without the magic power of the 4, it would have been pointless to repair them.
Exactly so, but that isn't the only reason. The 3 phenomena codices are codices of chemistry created by humanity. Ariana, what is chemistry?
I'm sorry. I don't know much about the subject.
It's quite all right. It is difficult to discuss, but this is how I think of it. Chemistry is a dangerous and greedy science that humanity has pursued.
Dangerous and greedy.
Indeed. Humanity is an avaricious species that never knows satisfaction. With their new access to magic, they were able to escape servitude to demons, develop nations, and lead prosperous lives. However, as they grow more prosperous and powerful, they hungrily strive for more. And at times, they make mistakes. Certainly you must know your history. In the past, there was an accident that claimed the lives of hundreds of thousands of people. It occurred when magic power, amplified by chemistry, became uncontrollable and caused an explosion. Chemistry possesses immense power, more than humans can control. The three phenomena codices are the culmination of this. They are filled with humanity's greed. That is why even I, who knows the contents of these tomes, cannot fathom the danger that lies within. Was this conversation disheartening, perhaps? Even so, it is best that you understand how dangerous these books are.
I'm well aware of the danger.
Good. I will not tolerate recklessness. Only you can repair the altered codices. If you were to perish, the world would never recover.
I'm aware of that, too.
Then do not rush, and do not shirk your preparations. Spare all the time you need to be ready. That is all.
I will.
We do not have the luxury of time, but do not be impulsive. Do you understand, Ariana?
I do.
Hero Codex. Codex of Fire. The Hero Codex in which the story of the magic of fire is written. Magic that controls fire, invigorates the user's body, and spreads power of purpose through the world. A cruel tale of the tragic conflict, unwielding emotions, and facing down fury and opposition to create your own future. A codex written by Divina, long ago.
My lady, it may not be my place to say this, but wouldn't it be prudent to rest soon? You haven't rested nearly enough since repairing the 4 elemental codices.
I know, Vester. I don't have much time. If the magic power of the 4 elementals has returned, then I should be able to strengthen that magic. That's why I want to write any spells that might be useful into my codex.
I understand. However, resting your body is just as important.
I know that too. But I'll be anxious until I find at least one magic spell I can use.
My lady, is there any way I can assist?
Honestly, I would love your help, but I just have to do this on my own.
Is it because I'm not a librarian?
It's not that. Magic has compatibility. If you aren't compatible with the magic, it's difficult to use. And you won't know if it's a good fit unless you read the spell yourself. Then I'd have to try using it and see if it works.
And you must do that work all alone?
Yeah, that's just how it is.
My lady, there are hundreds of millions of codices within the library. It would be impossible for you to check each one by yourself.
You're right, Vester, but there's no other way. I can't imagine how long it'll take me to comb through the whole library for any usable magic, but this is all necessary. The library director told me I had to make time to prepare.
In that case, why not stop for today and continue tomorrow?
I can't do that. The longer a codex stays altered, the worse its distortions become. And the 3 phenomena codices are really dangerous, so...
So that's why you want magic you can use. Well, it makes sense.
Miss Divina?
Why are you trying to carry this burden by yourself? I support you, don't I? I want you to rely on me more.
Divina, but this work is...
I understand that there's no point unless you do it yourself. but I know what element you're compatible with.
Really?
How many years have we known each other? I've already made progress on researching your magic. May I borrow your codex?
My codex? Are you writing a spell for me?
That's right. It's your compatible element. Whether you use it effectively or not is up to you. There.
This is my new magic?
Yes. I'm still researching it, and it hasn't been used by anyone yet. It's called space-time magic.
Still researching. Is this even safe to use?
How rude! I wouldn't give you something dangerous.
You're right. Sorry.
Well, that concludes my business here, so I'll take my leave. You should retire to your room. I gave you magic, so you don't need to rifle through codices any longer, right?
Oh, wait. How do I use this spell?
Come find me tomorrow. I'll explain it then.
Okay. Thank you, Divina.
Let's return to your room, my lady.
Right. I think I'll sleep well tonight thanks to you two.
Let us go then.
Graviton Cannon. Neutral Great Magic. Fire a wide laser, gravitational wave, in front of you, dealing damage multiple times. Magic that creates a powerful distortion in the space in front of you, applying intense pressure to the area. No matter what power one possesses, they likely cannot defend against this magic that defies logic. About Great Magic. Divina has bestowed Ariana with the Great Magic Graviton Cannon. By landing magic attacks on enemies, the SP gauge will increase. By pressing LT when the gauge is full, you can unleash Graviton Cannon. You can now learn Great Magic for each element. You may also activate Form Change. I should ask Divina about Great Magic.
Divina?
Can you tell me about the space-time magic you gave me yesterday?
Very well.
Yes, the magic I gave you is a kind that can materialize non-elemental great magic. It's called the Graviton Cannon. Graviton Cannon. It seems powerful. It doesn't just seem like it. It is powerful. It's great magic after all. How do you use it? You can materialize it by increasing your latent magic power, SP gauge, to its maximum. It's up to you where you conjure it, but it's likely to be useful against powerful enemies. Latent magic power? Do I really have that? You likely won't be able to use many spells in succession, but try using it in a pinch. When you hold an attribute's power within you, you may summon its power to send out a burst of that element. Learn and try for yourself. You originally used space-time magic. Now that you've grown, you should be able to master it. Got it. Thanks, Divina. And that's it for this playthrough of
Ariana and the Elder Codex.
where we ended up traveling into the Codex of Fire, learning the story there, and of course fixing the Codex itself. At the very end of it, we have now completed all the basic magic codices, but also while we were in there, we got a bigger clue on who might have damaged the codexes. That leaves our option down to 3 people: the director, Divina herself, who wrote the books, and still technically the Fairy of Light, or as we call them, the Fairy of the Codices. It's still up in the air as to whether any of those actually had anything to do with damaging the codices, or if there was another player in play that we're not aware of yet. Of course, that'll just come with time as we progress through the game. But since we've now completed the basic magic, now we have to go into the other codices, which seem to touch more on the realm of let's just call it science. I want to say even the director called it that. But his words also rang as if he had something to do with this, had to attribute something to damaging the codices. Whether or not that's true, again, it's to be seen. But he did tell us to prepare a little bit further before entering these codices because they will be much more difficult than the other ones we've traveled through. Kind of gave us a do this but don't do this kind of situation of saying, go and repair these codices, but don't go too quickly. But still take your time to go into them. But don't go, hastily in there. So it was a lot of back and forth of do this, don't do this kind of thing. Of course, as it being a game, we have to do that anyway, so that's what we're going to do. So when we pick this up next time, we will go into one of these extra codices and deal with that. So until then, thanks everybody for watching.